What I'm focusing on is the underdog. What the underdog is basically a person or team who has a very low chance at winning. Even though they are looked down upon, they still find themselves coming out on top somehow. This is because they have the drive or motivation to do so. And the two movies that I'm going to be looking at are Dodgeball and Glory Road. These are two movies that have the underdog in them. And in both movies, it's not just a single person, it's a whole team. In Dodgeball, it's Average Joe's gym. And in Glory Road, it's the Texas Western basketball team. Yes, both of these movies have the underdog in them, but both in different ways. And I'm going to be comparing those ways and differences. So the first trait that I'm going to be looking at is the physical traits. In the movie Dodgeball, these guys are pretty out of shape and don't look too fearsome compared to Globo Gym, a bunch of jack muscle-bound freaks. Globo Gym intimidates the Average Joe's gym because of their looks. Not being really threatening looking, they're an easy target for Globo Gym to pick on. That's why they think they can beat them with ease. But in Glory Road, it's more about their skin color. It was based in a time where it was just whites playing basketball, and to have African Americans on the team was outrageous. So the physical appearance in Glory Road is more skin color and something like that, where Dodgeball is more fat, skinny, out of shape, not really intimidating looking people. But what makes these two people underdogs is the way they look, because the two other people, they look like an easy opponent. The next trait is personality. The personality is what makes up a great underdog. They usually have great passion and leadership. But other than that, they usually keep to themselves. They're not really outgoing, and they're kind of quiet and scared. But when challenge comes to their face, that's when they step up to the occasion. The guys at Average Joe are more goofy and kind of weird, where the guys in Glory Road are more quiet and they keep to themselves because they've been oppressed for so many years. Usually these personalities come out at clutch periods in the game, which makes the difference between winning and losing. In both movies, these personalities are kind of similar. They're both leaders, and they're both very determined to win. But the differences are where in Dodgeball, they're outgoing and weird. In Glory Road, they're more laid back and quiet and don't want to speak their voice. Now the next trait I'm going to be looking at is motivation. Usually others motivate these underdogs because they tell them no, or they tell them they can't do something, and that drives them to do the opposite. Also, they could be motivated by money or other things. Like in Glory Road, they're motivated by race. They want to be equal to the white people in the movie. Where in Dodgeball, their motivation is money so they can buy back the gym. It's also their competition that motivates them. Whether it's the opposing dodgeball team or basketball team, these things are both motivators. But like I said before, in both movies, their main motivators are the haters or the naysayers, or their motivation is power or wealth. Now the last trait that I looked at of this trope is power. Power is a huge part of making up an underdog. Usually this underdog lacks power, and that's what basically makes them an underdog. In the movie Shrek, for example, he has no financial power because he lives down by the river in a swamp. But if you look at a person like Donald Trump, he's always been in power, whether that be financial power or just power over other people. But in the movie Dodgeball, what they're lacking is financial power. They need these finances so they can pay off their debt at Average Joe's gym. Where in Glory Road, they want power in society. They want to be treated equal. But in Glory Road, they do have power in the sense of physical power. I mean, they're all pretty strong and muscular, but it's not really the same in Dodgeball. They're all kind of weak. Both these underdogs have different definitions of power in the movie. Financial versus social. It shows that not every underdog story is the same. But both of these underdog stories have similarities in their own way. They both want to prove people wrong. They both have the same standoffish personalities, and they both want to be at the top. To me, the main trait that makes up an underdog is power. Because the less power you have, the less well known you are, and to other people, you're just looked at as a joke. But in both these movies, they're not jokes. They're real players. They both want to be winners, and they both have the motivation to win, no matter what other people think of them. So that has been my little comparison. Have a good day.